bet. Baby, what time you have to go to work today? Same time? What time you have to go to work today? Same time? 6? 7 o'clock? Okay. Okay. Oh shit, my mic was on. We back, y'all. I know everybody didn't come back this time, but it's okay. They catch you doing the replay. I could have kept going, but the replay, what I'm doing now, the replay, people getting what I'm saying is the most important part, and the replay is even more important. Okay, because this will sit on the internet and it will circulate around and outside of our sector, and I'd rather people get the message than sit up here and listen to 10 seconds and be ready to click off because they can't stand it. Because I would click off. I can't do that clicking, that tapping noise. No. So if it was in the last video, I would hate that. But if it is, I'm going to probably end up redoing that one too later. Also, too, I've told you guys we only get 3 notifications that go out per day. So I've already used up all my notifications. So everybody's not going to know I'm live. It's fine, though. I'm really not doing this for... You know what I mean. I was still kind of like sleep high from that good cuddle session I had. So now I'm a little bit more alert. So we're gonna get through this one pretty fast. And the point that I'm making is being made. So that's all that matters. Oh, Nicole. Hey, boo. I was going to text you. I wanted to redo the thing today, but I'll call you when I get done, and we'll schedule it. So I want to schedule it for when I've used up all my notifications. So when I do the thing with you, I want it to be a regular live where I have the same amount of people in here. That way I can send some people towards send some people in your direction, because I'm pretty sure after they get to, hear the interview and get to see you for who you are, they're definitely going to want to be. It's going to be like a new reinterest and a reintroduction. So, and y'all heard her channel, Nicole Reloaded. She has like a nice little setup and shit too. She ain't got one of these ratchet ass, Section 8 budget channels. She got graphics and all that setup and shit too. So she got the visuals to stimulate your mind and all that, like me. And her shit don't be cutting off, like me. Oh, what happened was I tried to do something like, basically what I did was that program that I was using, I went and set up on the computer, and what you can do on the lives is like how you can schedule a live, right? Now you usually can schedule the live only on certain programs that allow you to do it. Like you can do it from the YouTube website app. I don't know, you can't do it from the app on the phone, but you can do it from the well, yes you can. You can schedule lives. But you can schedule lives on, like let's say you schedule a live for an hour from now, right? When you go live, it does not have to be from that same device. So I can set up a live on my computer, right? But if I want to go live from my phone when it's time for me to go live, then I can go in my options and select that live. And it's probably sound all over the place. However, only certain programs let you do that. So technically, if I'm on a live already, I can use another program to switch that live over to something, another software, without ending it. And that's what I had did. But I've only done it once or twice. So when I tried to end the live that we were just on, the one that was ticking, it ended up somehow ending everything else because I had connected it to the second live. I had did that, but when I tried to end that one so people wouldn't come up in there, you know, just blame it on the mixed people, y'all. The hate. That's it. That's all you gotta do. But we good now. This is the best one I have. This program. I just don't like. It'd be too much. It'd be too much. I was laying in the bed chilling, speaking from my mind. Now I feel like I'm working. But like I said, we be done. All right. Back to what we were talking about. So let me just cut through the fat, because y'all get the main point, right? Okay, so solution, or what to follow up with, right? Since I said all that shit, right? Okay, I don't want to just, it's like, what's next, Mystery Van? Well, here's the thing. There are a lot of, contrary to what they try and tell us in the media, there are tons and tons and tons of beautiful, black women. I'm talking about black American women, okay? There are tons and tons of beautiful black American women out there that can compete with every other race, meaning their counterparts, the Latinos, the white girls, whatever the case may be. And they don't have to be racially ambiguous. They don't have to look mixed, okay? Because a lot of times it's just this weird, notion that we got. If in order for you to be good, like for me, this is what kills me too when I see a lot of men do this, especially black men. If you're dating a black girl, she has to be either mixed, and if she's not mixed, if she's a regular black girl, oh my God, they set the standards so high, right? Like a regular black girl just can't cut it for anybody. You know what I mean? It's like if you're a regular black girl, you got to be like a fucking 10, and you got to have this, and you got to have that. And the most of the time, the people who are requiring that from you don't even got a pot to piss in or one to throw it out of. But just so you can even be considered, they want y'all to be like 24/7 level 10, which is impossible, because in real life, I've said this, all throughout my 20s. When I was in my 20s, I would say there's no such thing as a 10, right? Never. There's no such thing as a 10. If you see any of these models and stuff on TV, when you see them in person, most of the time you can walk right past them because they don't really have any, eccentric features or telltale, ethnic features. But there's no 10s nowhere in the world. You know what makes you a 10? A 10 is that extra boost, right? So you could be like a 6 or a 7. Now, to be a 10, though, you got to be at least a 6 or a 7, right? That's just, because that's, to me, 6 or 7 is above average. You can be a 10, but the only way to get there is that extra, like, the filters or the makeup or the outfit and the personality, like all of that combined will bump you up to a 10. But nobody is just a fucking 10. Now, yeah, okay, you love your partner and they're a 10 in your eye. Okay, I get all that shit. But I'm talking about just in general, though, right? Nobody is a 10. Nobody. No guy, no girl. It's what you bring after you being above average that will round you out to a 10. So if you like a 3 or a 4, then you will never be a fucking 10, all right? Just give it a rest. And that's okay. That's okay. Because we're going to, I have I'm going to let you guys go after a couple more minutes, but I do have a couple more videos coming out, because I'm not going to just, I'm not just doing this just for trend. It's going to be like a little series, but I keep losing my train of thought. Oh, yeah. Sometimes too, and I'm gonna get there. Sometimes, black women too, it's not that you're dark skinned, it's just that some of y'all, and don't take the wrong way, it's just some people are just ugly. Okay? I just want to say that too, because, and that goes for guys too. It's because a lot of times too, we have to learn how to separate. Is this people hate on me because I'm dark skinned, or am I just fucking ugly or not appealing? Everybody's pretty to somebody, but I'm talking, you know what I mean? Because I see a lot of women who will blame a lot of shit on, they try and, it just in that situation. And I be looking at them, I'm like, no, it has nothing to do with that. You just are not a good looking person, and then your personality sucks. But we're gonna get there. I don't like to just throw shit halfway out there and then move on, because then, people gonna come in on this live and hear a piece of that, we'll make a video, and so just before you comment on what I said, just let me be able to explain that later, because that can go for anybody. Okay, just like people who are overweight, sometimes they go, oh, I'm fat, it's like, no, bitch, you're ugly. Same for the guys too. It's a lot of niggas over here like that. A lot of men who want to blame the reason why they can't get women is because, and guys too, oh my God, they're the only ones that really don't even have to pay attention to their looks. Man, women are the easiest to get. Women will date you because you do have a good personality, and because you have swag, and because you have something going for you. That's attractive to women. Okay? That's why I be saying half of these dudes that be requiring so much out of women wouldn't even make the cut. But I digress. Okay, so to the dudes, let me just even out to the dudes out there who think that black women don't like you because you are nerdy and dorky and because you're too smart. No, nigga, you just ugly, or you don't have no game, or both. There's a lot of men out there who think just because they got a good job and they went to college that you owe them some pussy. And boy, how wrong are they? Especially when they get to a point where they fucking 30 years old and still don't know how to talk to women and be mad and we want to shoot everybody up. It's more than that. Let me stay on topic though. Okay. So, in my opinion, like I said, there are a lot of good-looking black girls out there that ain't mixed, that ain't like light-skinned, that ain't, half Puerto Rican, none of that shit. We got to start getting, black American women more exposure, and everything is a trend out here. I don't want black women to be a trend, however, and just America in general, we're always like looking to be told like who's hot, like who's attractive, like, you know what I'm saying? Like my husband, he think like Taylor Swift, right, is hot, and it pisses me off because I be telling him like, no, you were told that Taylor Swift was hot, because Taylor Swift is not hot or sexy, none of that shit. She looks like a naked mole rat. She's very ugly. I mean, she's not even like, oh, she's ugly. Like, if you saw her on the street, she looked like she could fucking bite a hole through a picket fence, okay, with that fucking long-ass nose and that gopher mouth. She's not cute. But since they forced her down people's throat, and she's like, a generic blonde, I don't know. But Taylor Swift is not attractive. I'm sorry. She isn't. Neither is Britney Spears, and I fucking love her. But when they be like, oh, she's hot. Like, she's not hot. She's not. She is not. She isn't. But we need to start to uplift or promote the right type of black women when we do see them come out. One example would be like somebody like Cash Doll, right? Now, Cash Doll is bomb as hell. Okay, fine. She would be, like I said, at 10 because she has the looks, the fashion, and she's just really pretty. And then her personality, and along with the makeup and the Photoshop and the filters, that will take her to a 10. I mean, a lot of people be doing that fake love, that fake black girl love, right? Be trying to gas up the wrong black woman, like Kelly Rowland. Now, don't get me wrong, Kelly Rowland, she is not ugly or anything like that, but whenever somebody talk about like a fine dark skinned woman, that's the first person they bring up is Kelly Rowland. And Kelly Rowland is not all that. Like, I'm just being honest. I'm gonna keep it 100. She not. You know what I'm saying? She's definitely not ugly. But if you look at like a Cash Doll or a Kelly Rowland, who are y'all gonna go with? I'm gonna keep talking, but drop that in the fucking comment section. Who are you gonna go with? We need to start having more, because people will try and fool y'all into thinking that there are no, you know, bomb ass regular black chicks out there. Like, I hate that notion where you know, you got these basic Beckys that really, like I said, if they were to change their hairstyle or dye their hair, I would never even know it was fucking them, because they don't, you know, have. And it's not a dig at white women or anything like that, because I think like what's her name, Scarlett Johansson. Like, I like white women that you can tell they have like their own look. Like, if you saw them, you know, walking down the street or outside of television, you could still be like, oh shit, that's Scarlett Johansson, because they oversaturate the market. Like, all you have to do is just be blonde and have that pointy face, and then they think you're hot. That's the most overused word in, you know, Hollywood and New York, is hot. Because these bitches don't be hot. Not at all. Not even by a long shot. You know what I'm saying? Like J-Lo, she's not white, but she would fall into that white class. She's, you know, almost 50, and she is fucking, hands up, like, y'all can't lie, like, she's beautiful naturally. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, she wear makeup and all that, but I'm saying she's the type of chick that even if she wasn't famous, you would be very, very privileged, and if you married her, you would definitely be like, you know, that's my fucking wife. So we need to get more naturally black women out there, promote them. We need to not be afraid to be like, damn, she look good. You feel me? Because I see that a lot. Some women are not, like, when they put black women on television, I told you, it always has to be like a caveat, right? It always has to be like, you can't just put, like, Cash Doll, right? She's a perfect example. Why they can't just throw her into a movie like, I don't know, those rom-coms, those stupid white girl movies like, I don't know, I can't even think of one. Those movies that Katherine Heigl be playing, like, you know, Pineapple Express, like, all, you know, shit like that, right? Why they can't just throw her into a movie like that? Don't make the storyline about being black, or she finds some white guy and then it's this awkward, you know, dynamic throughout the movie where they're trying to discover, you know, the differences in the culture while still trying to find true love, and make corny white, like that shit is old. You know what I'm saying? Just throw her in the movie, you know, give her a, you know, black, you know, love interest, or hell, she don't even need to be in love, because they always have nothing. Every time a black woman in a movie, they always trying to paint her out like she looking for some. No, why she can't just be single, doing her own thing, or, you know, she's married, but they don't make that part of the storyline. They just refer to her husband, and, you know, she just does her thing. You feel me? They can never just do that, because they never want y'all to think that there are basic, and I don't say basic, and not in the wrong way, but like average looking, really attractive black girls, and they're all out there. They either want them to be, like I said, swinging from a rope, being Amazonian, or they want them to be like some bald-headed bitch, you know, that ain't got no good body, with long-ass titties and shit. Like, that is the image that they have of us, and that is why so many people always try and, you know, whether it's self-consciously or not, try and swerve on black women, because you're not seeing the Cash Dolls, you're not seeing the goddamn Tika Sumters out there. Like, and I'm only showing women that is the American standard of, like, where most people would not dispute that they are beautiful. I'm not talking about them unique looking pretty girls, like, you know, the ones you see in the models, like Lupita Nyong'o. I ain't talking about shit like that, because she's still, people fake, she's not ugly, but people fake, that's that fake black girl love. Like, no nigga is like, oh my god, Lupita Nyong'o. Nobody is doing that shit. I'm happy for her, but I'm saying, like, when we need, and that's another thing too, feminine. They need to start putting more feminine black women. Like, they make it seem like, no, they're demasculizing the men on television, making all the men gay on there. All the fucking men on TV now, black men, gotta be fucking gay or bisexual, and then all the fucking women gotta be like goddamn What's that? What's the person name? What's his fucking name? Matt Kimbo, some shit like that. That nigga, that thick ass nigga with the thick neck, who died and he used to street fight. Anyway, not all black women are like that. You know what I'm saying? Not all of them. And then when you do have somebody, they try and put you on their own network. You feel me? So can't nobody catch you or see you. Like Tika Sumpter. She's another one. Very attractive black woman. Okay? Tika Sumpter is fine as hell. I probably didn't pick the best picture of her. I mean, I don't think there's nothing wrong with it. I picked this picture because I want all the pictures that I show for the women to look like for show black. I didn't want none of these pictures to come off even that the woman was maybe mixed, or I wanted them to have ethnic hair. I wanted them to I didn't want you guys to mistake it that this was a black American woman, okay? Because both, the other ones that I showed, they look black American women, okay? And they hide them from us. They hide them from us. We have to find them by ourselves, because then when we see one, we think it's so rare, and then we want to ask them, are they mixed, and all this other bullshit. That's not cute. I fucking hate that shit. But part of it is our fault too. And when I say us, I mean the men. Because Hollywood, at the end of the day, is only going to fucking show what they lust after, right? If everybody started liking black women, real dark-skinned, non-racially ambiguous black women, they would start putting them out there like fucking crazy. Trust me. But then whenever a black man gets put in a position to finally represent, because let me tell you, y'all niggas too, let me talk to niggas, y'all know what a real black woman is too. Stop playing dumb when y'all get into these certain spaces and then they got y'all casting black women for y'all music videos or a show, and then you go and pick somebody like fucking Doja Cat, like I just showed, or fucking Jordan Sparks or some. Y'all know what the fuck y'all be doing. Okay? You will literally have, that we're more inclined to pick out and know what's a good looking black woman, because every time you have white people who really are trying to pick out, attractive black women or good representations of black women, they go and pick, once again, the chick who may not be ugly, but just real ethnic looking, natural hair. Every black girl don't have no fucking afro or twists or that crunchy weave. They be trying though, I get it, but a black guy will be more inclined to know what a high level average black girl would be. Like a Cash Doll, like a Tika Sumpter, like a Dreezy. You know what I'm saying? Like, we know them is the bitches that, like, if they were on the block or whatnot, that we would be going crazy over there. We have to start pushing that and making sure that these women are feminine. They not no fucking fighters. They don't have short hair. And I'm saying that because nothing wrong with short hair, but there's the commercial image of black women, and then there's like the everyday black woman, right? White people, they always get the best representatives. Even in a movie or a show like, what was that shit on Netflix I fucking hated? Where they were in jail and shit. What the fuck was that damn show? Orange is the New Black, right? If you watch that show and you paid attention to it, I couldn't watch it after like the second season, because even though they had to, water those girls down because they are in jail, right? You can't let them looking all good. One, they still made sure that the most average white girl on there, the lead of the show, still was above or looked better than the females that they had playing the black women. Not to mention, one of the roles that they had playing a black woman was a fucking man. Okay, and I don't care what nobody say. Laverne Cox looks like a man. That's not nothing against him, no tea, no shade, no da-da-da-da-da. It looked like a man. And that's a whole nother can of worms I'm going to open up about how they having all these men stand in for black women in Hollywood. It's like they rather pick a fucking drag queen or a trans man to play the role of a black woman than going and get, a Cash Doll. Like, they be acting like these women aren't out there, and they are. I mean, oh my God. But yeah, We just need to start to uplift, promote, and be more forceful and what's the word I'm trying to use? Be more aware, more forceful, more honest when it comes to getting black women out there as a good amount of equal representation of attractive, feminine black women out there, because they are out there. Oh yes, they are. And you know, the more we do that, and then I'm outside, be honest with it. Not every black girl is gonna be attractive, just like every white girl is not gonna be attractive. So we got to be honest with these things, because at the end of the day, it is for the betterment. Because half y'all niggas that be always trying to pick white girls or pick mixed girls or light skinned girls, then y'all fuck around and because y'all should be having babies with black women, turn around and have a dark skinned girl, and then don't be wanting to, well, you know, whether you raise her or you don't, you still have all these black girls growing up insecure because they daddy's first choice would not have been a dark skinned girl. Now, dark skin is double standard, because if you a dark skinned dude, that's sexy. You know, everybody love black, dark skinned man, BBD, okay. But when you're a dark skinned girl, it's harder. Okay, it is. A lot of these men, even a lot of these girls too, will grow up in a 2-parent household, but still be insecure about being a dark skinned girl. And it be because of not just their dad, it be both parents, but you have to grow up seeing it and be reaffirmed, like, that there's, you know, that you are not, you know, at the bottom of the totem pole, and that, you know, in a class full of different races and colors, you just is up there with everybody else. That way they never even have to, you know, when they get older, look back and go, damn, I never even thought about my skin tone, you know, until I got older and dealt with life. And because you can't protect them from everything, but you don't want them growing up always with that mindset that dark skin is wrong. You just don't. Let me make sure I made all my points. So when y'all be trying to talk about y'all like black women and shit like that, y'all better not be talking about no bitches like I showed you earlier. If y'all talking about y'all like black women and then y'all talking about this hoe right here, then I'm gonna find out where you live at, and I'm gonna fucking throw a Molotov cocktail through your window. Bitch, I'm burning your whole shit down. Look at that. And this is what I'm talking about. I just noticed this again. So they don't have no black women in these videos, and the one that is dark, a little bit dark on the left hand side, I told you they just got that bitch facing the wall. They ain't gonna let her turn around for the whole video. But even look at her booty, right? Now look at the black girl's booty on the left that they won't let turn around, and then look at the white girl's booty on the right. What the fuck is going on? See, y'all not paying attention. I'm trying to speak up for y'all. Y'all gonna turn around. Ain't gonna be having, like I said, Hillary Duff gonna be playing motherfucking Tyler Perry's love interest in How Did I Get Married Too. Y'all gonna turn around and they gonna be doing a remake of Moesha, and motherfucking Sarah Jessica Parker gonna be playing Brandy. Watch. They ain't even right. And literally, like a few years ago, I remember just hearing white girls be like, "Oh my god, like that black girl has such a big nasty booty." And then look at this white bitch right. Oh, I'm sorry, sorry. Look at this bitch to the right though, and then they gonna give the black girl a little small booty, and then the girl on the right just got a tank ass. What the hell is going on, y'all? Jesus Christ! I just now noticed that. And they still ain't let that girl turn around. Look at her. They said face the wall. I'm mad. I am pissed off now. Yes, Jill Scott is sexy. And I'm gonna get into different, like later on in my other videos, like different body types and stuff. But like I said, like for example, right, when you see television, we do in America have a general. And trust me, because I don't like skinny people, right? I don't. I'm just saying, I know what the general consensus of what our standard of beauty is, right? It's usually, you know, I don't want to say skinny, but not overweight, you know. And the reason why I say have a lot of these black women, you know, let them have hair, because I'm not saying there's anything wrong with natural hair or short hair, but what I'm saying is hair does equate to femininity. All right, everybody's not, you know, not into or knowledgeable about the conscious tip or knowledgeable. Hell, some people just don't really know. Even the men, they be asking dumb questions. I don't know shit about hair, but I know how black women hair work. Even some men, they just don't get how black hair works. You know what I'm saying? So they're not here for the short hair. More so, a lot of men, even if they do, they like femininity. They like women with hair, rub their hands through their hair. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that you need that to be beautiful, because people are going to try and mince my words. What I'm saying is, far as the representation in the media of what when you think of a black girl, right, a dark-skinned black girl, right, if you think of her right now on television, you're not going to think of the most beautiful women versus when you think of the average white girl, because let me tell you, every white person is not fine. The way they be trying to make you think every white girl fine, that's not true. It ain't. But they will make you think that if you dating a dark-skinned black girl, that this bitch better be motherfucking Gabrielle Union, Aaliyah, or something. Like, she can't be anything other than it's not fair. So, and like I said, when they do show black women on television, it's usually unequal, meaning they got some short hair or masculine or this, that, and the other. It's just we have to, before we can start to be real diverse, we need to get the proper people up there. Then we can start do mixing shit up. But we still ain't even got to the first place yet. You know what I mean? Like, I want my little cousins and stuff to see fine ass black women when they cut the TV on, and they are like like I said, I've named a few, but I want them to see more of them. You know what I mean? I don't, because regardless of what people admit or not, in the back of their head, when people, if you ask any man what's the most beautiful, most fine women that they their dream girl, none of them are going to say. And when I say none, obviously there's going to be some, but I'm saying in general, it's always going to be a girl, I bet you, that's fair skinned, long hair, mixed, or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, even with Rihanna, I love Rihanna, right? But that's the closest most men, when you're like, okay, what women did I? If they name a black girl, it'd probably be like Rihanna. And Rihanna's, don't get me wrong, I love her and everything, but there is not enough of what is majority out here, which is dark skinned black women with black features and black phenotype, not unattractive, because like I said, there's unattractive everywhere. They just not represented. There's always a question to what is the black woman when it comes to us, but they don't do that when it comes to white women. You feel me? And they don't have black people playing white roles. When you white, they had Jennifer Lopez playing a white role and turn around, tan the bitch, and then have her play a black role. These black women don't get that privilege because they don't, even though we be trying to one drop pull everybody in, every race is very firm and sure about what is white, what is Asian, what is Mexican. They don't have no qualms about that shit at all. Like Remy Ma, right? Remy Ma is definitely masculine. Now, am I saying she's ugly? No, I'm just saying, when it comes to Remy Ma, good example, Remy Ma and Cash Doll. Cash Doll needs to be the representative for black women, not Remy Ma. Why? Because everybody don't need to be thinking that. Once again, Remy Ma shot somebody and went to jail for fucking attempted murder. Like, already we starting off at the bad track. You know what I'm saying? Once again, here you go. Got a black bitch that I gotta be scared of because the bitch might fucking, pop me or pistol with me or, rough me up and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm tired of that. I'm sick of it. Get this hoe off my screen. She not black. This girl on the screen. Just tired of looking at her fake booty. Alright, anybody have any questions? And this whole, I just wanted to bring his ass up. This whole fucking sellout right here. There's nothing wrong with interracial dating too. I'm gonna talk about that later. I didn't bring it up for a reason. There's nothing wrong with interracially dating. What was wrong, what will make it wrong is the reason why. Okay, so if you feel like you have to date outside your race because you just hate black women, then that's the problem. Or if you feel like you're one-upping yourself, that's the problem. Because I know a lot of niggas from my hood that is dating, these overweight or these black acting, basically black ghetto versions, white versions of ghetto black girls, meaning they be overweight, ghetto, all this other shit, but be walking around parading her on his arm around the hood, swearing, this niggas be swearing they own, right? Thinking they popping just because they got a white girl. Meanwhile, they done overlooked or left they, black girl who looked way better, probably got a job, going to college, because that's the number one graduating race right now is black women, all this shit. But the minute they get a chance to date a white woman, and I'm going to get into black men too and how they don't be attracted. They say they are, but they really, have all been brainwashed and bamboozled to wipe their own self out, dating all these outside their race. But I can't throw it all at y'all at one time. I got to lay it on you soft. You feel me? But this nigga right here, though, I remember watching his show on VH1, and he was talking about how he wants a white family and all this other shit and all that. And then it be the niggas like, he's so ugly. So ugly. And broke now, not even knowing that if he didn't have that money, they probably like the white girls who want to, BBD, how they are. But besides that, okay, so let me read you guys' questions. I think I got everything out for today. Yeah, the other things I'm going to touch on tomorrow. Asian doll, Rico Nasty, no. She got, no. Asian doll, yes. Rico Nasty, no. We're not talking about unique beauty. We're talking about women that if you put them on a stage, every man from every race would agree that she was beautiful. Those are the women that I'm talking about, because that is what you guys are competing with when it comes to, in general, women in America. Y'all are not competing with basic Beckys, because if that was the case, we wouldn't be in here. Because on television, all they show is, above average white women. That's a football player. Ain't that Terrell Owens? No, Halle Berry is not that fine. I've never got the hype between Halle Berry at all. She can't even act to me. I remember she had that one movie, Isaiah's something, where she was a crackhead, and she gave her baby up because she was smoking crack. That and Baps. But Halle Berry ain't she like Chris Tucker. She ain't gonna never do nothing like that again. So I remember when she's after Monsters Ball, it was a downhill. I remember in that 007 movie, people was hyping that shit up. The bitch was only in there for like 5 minutes, and it was not that good. They didn't even have no gadgets, no nothing. Don't even get me started on Halle Berry. Oh, you up in here, Seven? What up, girl? Okay, so what did you guys learn? Proper representation of dark-skinned women. If you have to seek them out and cut their pictures out the magazine and just only focus on them, then do that. That's what we have to sacrifice, because if not, I'm trying to tell y'all are about to get swapped out with fucking Doja Cat. They gonna be doing Moesha remakes with fucking the girl from Sex and the City. I'm trying to tell y'all. I'm trying to stop it. They've always had enough representation of black men in the media, because there's a lot of men run the world. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm always, up for the women, because they can afford to lose one gay guy to fight, because men, we have to deal with racism, but still after that though, it's still chauvinism and patriarchy that we are dominating. So we will always still have the last say. And that's why I say we make sure there are proper representation of dark-skinned men. Hell, we even make sure that when we see light-skinned men starting to get popping, we cut that shit real quick. Why? Because we know that eventually will replace us and wipe us out. So we make sure that the dark skinned man is always, the most sought after and the most sexually appealing and this, that, and the other, and blah, 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 blah. Yeah, TF, I talked about that earlier. But right now, though, we're not talking about. Listen, right now, and that's why I wanted to get this one out the way first, and I wanted to replay. We're being superficial, but this is important. We are talking about, because everybody you see, like when you see all these white women on TV, we don't know them. We don't get to take them out for a cup of coffee before we are told they're fine. We're just, all these white women every week, they're shoving a new white girl down our throat that we don't know who the hell she is, what the hell she do, what her blood test is, and this. She's hot. But when it comes to black girls, they have all these high standards where you gotta have the nice personality. You gotta no. I'm right now. I just need a oversaturation of fine ass dark skinned black women that they ain't gotta talk or nothing. You just look at them and be like, damn. Like Cash Doll, like Tika Sumpter, like Dreezy, like there's a lot of them. Okay, I'm talking about high caliber ones. Yes, because that is what is placed, and that is the counterpart that you guys have to compete with in America. And I know it sounds weird right now, but y'all, you'll get it. You'll get it, and it's coming from a good spot too. Trust me. All right, so my mouth is dry. I'm tired of looking at these fake booties on these white girls and stuff. And shout out to all my white girls. Y'all know if you fuck with me, then y'all ain't even tripping off this. If you feeling some type of way, then maybe we weren't that cool in the first place. Because I make it a point to if I have people, because like I said, there's nothing wrong with interracially dating and none of that. It's just make sure that you're not doing it for bad reasonings and stuff like that, right? Because at the end of the day, it's all about what you stand for and what you do, not what people think. That's why you got all these pro-black men swear up and down they pro-black, but won't date no black women. And it's okay if you're married to a white woman, but it's an issue when you are preaching for black women. They only have to date black guys, and you're preaching, the black family and the black economy, but then you go home every night to non-black wife, and she don't even be like, minority or, Puerto Rican, like she be like Swedish and like, you know what I mean? That's what makes it a problem. It's nuance, y'all. But anyway, I got shit to do. I'm gonna be running the streets. I'm going to have another one tomorrow. I'm gonna probably set the what do you call that shit? The reminder tonight for the video I'm gonna do tomorrow. And I'm gonna drop some tea videos. Don't get me wrong. I just want to be able to separate them and be able to, at least in my head feel that I'm using my platform for something other than the fuck shit. So I can at least say in my head, like, or if we get into bump heads with somebody and be like, oh, I don't just talk about this all day. I can say that and pull it in my argument. Just like I ain't never doxed nobody. So I can always use that in my back pocket. So y'all be safe, and stay away from them white girls with them fake booties. And yeah, hit that like button on the way out, and hug a sister when you see one. The good looking ones. Watch y'all take that the wrong way. Bye.